Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Jayflight SLX 184BS travel trailer. You guys have picked a cute little coach here. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration: your awning. Make sure you leave room for your awning to go out, and of course your slide. Make sure nothing's going to hinder that from opening, closing, or anything on it while you're camping. A couple other things I want to take into consideration is where your power and water hookups are. Yours are going to be toward the rear. That'll be on your off-camp side or your driver's side. Take that into consideration so you can better utilize the facilities at the campsite. So when arriving, first thing you're going to do is make your unit level. You do have a hand crank on this one. Crank it up or crank it down. I recommend grabbing a level and putting it inside your doorway because your door is about the middle of your unit. Or just go ahead and get one and stick it on the side. You can pick those up in our store. Once you've got your unit level, next thing you do is stabilize your unit. Coming all the way to the back here. Now this trailer only has rear stabilizing jacks. You do have this hand crank that comes with your unit, 3/4 inch socket on the end, and crank it to the right to bring it down. Now you can put a 3/4 inch socket on the end of a drill gun or an impact driver and run these down in a matter of seconds. But what I want to point out here is I recommend jack pads. Jack pads, stabilizing jack pads, are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, blacktop, keep it from sinking into the ground. So I do recommend you grab some of those from our store. So remember, you're only going to run these down until it's taut. You don't want to lift the unit at all. You just want to bring it down until it's tight. These are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Once we've got our unit level and our unit stable, next thing we're going to do is hook up our water and electricity. Coming over to your off-camp side, toward the rear, your power cord is conveniently stored in here. 30 amp service, reach in, finger hold, pull it out. Now you have this 30 amp service, which is most parks. If you ever need to plug it in at home, in your convenience pack is this 30 amp to 110 adapter. Simply put this on, and you can plug into any 110 outlet. There's our power. Let's hook up our water. Toward the back here is your city water connection. First and foremost, you're going to hook up your water pressure regulator. Water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You want to use this whenever putting water into your unit. Hook up your water pressure regulator. Hook up your hose, but don't turn our hose on yet. Right to the right of this is your hot water heater. You're going to open this up and you can put your drain plug back in. You may have left it out from last time you were out camping and drained your hot water heater, so you want to put your drain plug in. Once your drain plug's in, you can turn on your hose. After the hose has been on for a few minutes, you're going to come back into your hot water heater to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on it, it's going to release air, and then water is going to shoot out. Once water's flowing out of here steadily, don't worry, it won't hurt these components. But once water's flowing out of here steadily, you know that your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now, should you be camping and you're going potable water instead of city water, At the front of your unit on your off campsite is your potable water tank. Simply fill this. Again, burp your hot water heater or let the air out. Light your hot water heater from indoors. However, when using potable water, that's when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. That's indoors as well. Only turn on your water pump for potable water, not city water. Got our water and electricity hooked up. I'll walk around the outside of the unit real quick and show you a few things. We have a low point drain here. That's where we'll be draining our water when leaving the campsite. Here's the back of your AC unit. Do you have your slide here? These are called wipers. You want these to stay flexible. So I recommend they do have what they call wiper fluid in our store. Put some of that on them. Again, your power. Your gray and black holding tanks conveniently all in one area. Your hot water heater and your cable and satellite hookup. So just about everything you need to hook up is right here at the back of the unit. Going around your unit, you do have a spare tire with a cover. Helps keep from dry rot. You have your awning. We'll run that out here shortly. Your outdoor speakers are on the ends of the awning. Low point drain over here as well. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of this. This is your furnace heat release. And you do have a couple of 110s out here if you need to put a table or anything, radio or anything out here. Front of your unit, you have your huge pass-through storage. It's accessible from under your bed. On your tongue, I also want to recommend check your battery post when arriving or getting ready to depart. Make sure they're all secure. You have your propane here, and this tire you can put on there should you need to put it down there instead of just using the foot. Well, that about covers everything on the outside. Let's take a look inside your unit. Stepping inside, first thing I want you to take note of is where your fire extinguisher is. Fire extinguisher is always going to be at the entry door. Make sure that everyone knows where it's at. Let's camping with you. Right above, a few control panels here. Here's your slide in and out, your awning in and out. Here's your awning light, your interior light, and your awning light. Over here is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas, and here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to electricity. Here's where you just touch these and check your tanks. Battery. Next to that is 110. This is where your GFCI protection is. And a 12-volt outlet for TV power. You have those 12-volt TVs you can hook up to these. Right up here, your IRV Technologies sound system. Play your music indoors, outdoors, or both. We'll come back down to the awning real quick. Just want to show you how far to run that out. I've already started it. You only want to run it out until this flap falls down to 90 degrees. As soon as you start to see the black, you know you've went far enough. That's about how far you want to bring that down, or out. Coming around your kitchen, you have a 2-burner stove here that you will light yourself. Turn it up to high and light with the lighter. You do have light and fan. Self-explanatory microwave. Furnace release. Down here underneath the bunks is an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Looks like you have mostly 15s, a 30, a 40. I highly recommend you grab a handful of those from our store. Keep those with you when you go camping. And then up on the end of the bunk, a 110. And beside the bunk is your thermostat. Simply just set this to the, turn it on to the left, set it at the desired temperature. Here, just heard it kick on. Kicking up rather nicely. Coming into the bathroom, I just want you to remember you do have some plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on the plumbing behind your toilet. It's just like a house, you want to make sure you keep an eye on anything containing water. Coming to your slide here. I'll close it here in a moment. We already have it out. Big bed area. Up to the ceiling. Smoke alarm. And your AC unit. All the controls for that are here to turn that on and off. That would not run off battery. Has to be plugged in. Then over on this wall, this is where it's pre-wired for solar. And these are just cutout patterns for the techs if you ever decide to get a solar panel and throw it up on the roof and trickle charge your batteries all day long. That about covers everything on the inside. Didn't mention the hand crank open vent. Alright, let's act like we're leaving the campsite. Your fridge is down here with a safety travel latch. I can figure out how to open it. Oh, there it goes. Down, in and out. Now let's leave the campsite. Let's bring our slide in. Just make sure that anything you're traveling with isn't going to impede this slide. It takes a matter of seconds. And the slide is in. Now because you have a lot of one-touch lighting, when you shut off all your lights, go through your unit, individually shut off all these lights. You will be plugged into your battery, but you don't need it running. Lights running everything down. As you see, the one touch and easy to shut off rather quickly. Our lights are off, our slide's in. Everything is secured on the inside. Let's leave the campsite. When closing your door, you close your door, lift the handle, turn it, and then deadbolt your door. Very important. You don't want a horror story of your door flying open. Lock it, deadbolt it. Come around back, bring up your stabilizing jacks. Come over, unhook your power, unhook your water. Come to your hot water heater. Pressure release again, let the air out of the lines, and then release your hot water. Recommend a socket to put this in and out. Keeps your fingers clear of the hot water coming out. Then you're going to go to the front to your low point drain. Open that up. You can drain all these waters at the campsite because it's just clean water. Won't be enough to harm anything. Then we're going to head up to the dump station. Once we're at the dump station, you're going to take the sewage hose provided in your convenience pack. And you're going to hook it up. Then you're going to pull your black tank. After your black tank is ran for a while, sounds empty, you're going to close it and then pull your gray tank. After your gray tank sounds empty, that's going to be cleaner waters, showers, sinks. It's going to wash out your hose better for you. Take your hose and store it right inside the bumper. Nice sanitary place for it. Again, we thank you for your purchase. We hope you guys enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.